Hello, this is Mark L. White with Health Hacks, and today we have Glenn and Fran with Revital Wave, and you guys are changing healthcare up in the Long Island, New York area. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Cool. What part of Long Island are you in?
We're in Islandia, next to Hot Pot,
Okay, cool.
Veterans Memorial Highway.
And you guys, how long have you been doing wave therapy for?
This is a year.
And what's unique is I went briefly to your website and I see waves for men, waves for women, compression therapy, red light therapy, everything like that's just cutting edge. What prompted you guys to get into this?
Well, Fran was a cancer survivor, and she was always researching different types of treatments that were more natural, non-invasive, to try to get away from surgeries and medications. And, both of us were getting up there in years, starting to feel some of the effects of aging. So Fran said, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea if we put together something that was great for people just like us? People in their late 40s, 50s who want to stay healthy and are trying to get away from surgeries and medications. So we started Revital Wave. This was really Fran's brainchild.
Well, congratulations on surviving cancer, by the way. That's a tough one. How long ago was that?
Well, it started when I was 6 weeks old. I had neuroblastoma. So I have one kidney from that. And then I had breast twice. And let's see, I went through a lot of surgeries that I had. So, but I was always a fighter because I have life. Life is good. And I have a family and my children.
Life is amazing, I think.
Isn't it? I love it.
Every day you wake up, that's a blessing.
It certainly is.
So that gives you a different perspective. How did that change your view, I guess, on the healthcare system, the way it's currently run in the US?
Well, it's really, I want people to know that there are alternatives out there. You don't have to go and say, here, take a pill for that, take a pill for this. I don't want to do a pill. The natural sun is good for you. This is what that we were put on this earth for, was to eat herbs and vegetables. Everybody else did. So we should be able to try to eat a little healthier and take care of our bodies that we were given. So I just figured that instead of going through surgeries and all that, I didn't want to. I wanted to do it the natural way. I never went on drugs after I had breast surgery either. I just didn't want to do it. Tamoxifen, I was like, no, it's mind over matter all the time. It's how I program myself.
I think a lot of it is just attitude. I mean, there is something to be said about like the power of big pharma, and they want you to think that they have all the solutions.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens with a lot of the patients that we see here at Revital Wave. They come to us and they have type 2 diabetes. They have high blood pressure. They're overweight. They have diabetic neuropathy. They're in pain. And we just go down the list. They're not sleeping well. They're under a lot of stress. So all of these things are interrelated. And this is through our own experience. As we started to get a little bit older, we started to feel the effects of aging. And we started to realize that all these things were related to each other. So instead of going to a urologist to treat sexual function, and then another doctor who's going to take care of the diabetes, another doctor for pain management, these people end up going to 3 or 4 different doctors. They're on 20 different medications. And it's like a never-ending cycle. And the first thing they always say is, I need something. I have to do something different. I've been doing this for years. It's not working. I'm not healthy. So that's why we've decided to incorporate so many different modalities of therapy here, just to get people back, get their bodies back in balance, get them where they need to be naturally, and get off these medications and make lifestyle changes, changes that are sustainable, that can last them for the rest of their life. So get them healthy now and then keep them healthy. That's our philosophy.
Well, are the majority of your patients, when they're coming to you, are they already healthy and they're just looking for optimal health, or do you get a lot of people that are coming to you that do have significant illnesses?
Yeah, I think we get both. So on one end of the spectrum, we get some patients who are in very good shape. They're very athletic, and they come to us because they've seen our superhuman protocol and the red light therapy, vibration therapy, the magnetism that we have. These are things that are great for athletes. So we have a lot of our patients are bodybuilders, professional fighters. We have a couple of MMA fighters, one that we sponsor. So they come to us for recovery and to help in their training. So the superhuman protocol is very, very interesting. It encompasses a couple different modalities. Red light therapy, which our bodies are intended to get beneficial light from the sun. Unfortunately, we get more harmful rays from the sun now than was intended in nature. So the red light therapy bed that we have gives you all the beneficial light that your body needs. It's called photobiomodulation. Again, it's a natural healing, non-invasive, no medications, totally safe, no side effects, and no downtime. We incorporate that along with oxygen therapy. You breathe in pure oxygen the way we were intended to, and it boosts your cardiopulmonary system, helps your immune system, helps you sleep better, relieves stress. And then we have what's called a PEMF mat. PEMF, it's like magnet therapy. It's very, very popular now. And we've actually started combining that with the compression therapy.
Right.
Fran came up with the idea of, hey, you know what? A lot of our patients need the magnet therapy and they have diabetic neuropathy too. So let's combine the both of them. So we put the patients on the PEMF mat and compression therapy at the same time. Because what do we always hear? Those people say, I have no time for this. So we're able to combine some of these therapies so that in 20 minutes, they can get two treatments at the same time. And again, the magnetism is beneficial for keeping your body in balance. All the 5G and wireless signals and everything that our bodies are exposed to now, they can put our systems a little bit off balance, so that gets you back in balance. And of course, the vibration therapy, a lot of people refer to it as grounding, walking on the earth in bare feet. That's the way we were intended to be. Right. So we can simulate that with the vibration therapy. So the athletes and the people who are in very good shape, like they come to us seeking that. But on the other end, and the vitamin drips as well. So we do a lot of peptides for the athletes as well, because they want to stay away from steroids and performance enhancers. They realize the risks of those now. And now they're seeing that we have natural peptides that your body accepts and works in conjunction with. And that helps them tremendously in preparing for training and working out.
And Joanna does the hydrofacials for them, and she does also the vitamin B12 shots and the vitamin drips that we have to keep our patients healthy. So they all love that.
Yeah,
we're an all-in-one.
Yeah, that's really big right now. The superhuman protocol. That's I know Gary Brecka.
Yes,
is real big in putting that together. The superhuman.
Yes.
Yeah.
What like it's like a 20-30 minute treatment. Do the patients have to come back, or is it one and done?
No, you should be consistent with it for it to work the right way for you, and you can feel really good for you. You should come consistently. You can either come once a week, twice a week, or you could buy the unlimited package and you can come Monday through Friday and do it that way. People love doing it that way because they really enjoy the red light bed. They walk out of there and they're like, oh my God, I fell asleep in there. And I'm like, yeah, find me tomorrow and I'll be there. I was like, don't worry, we have a sink. You could wash up and take care of yourself and you'll be good. And we'll catch on you tomorrow. So we do. We have, they love the red light therapy.
And then you have Gainswave and FemiWave. Do a lot of people come in for the superhuman protocol that you top them out for sexual wellness, or are they coming in because they're looking to optimize wellness?
We get both. We get kids in high school that come for the Gainswave because they're doing sports. They're not wearing they're not wearing their cups, or they have Peyronie's disease that they don't realize when the young kids. When we were young, we'd fall off our bicycles, or the boys would play in the locker room with their towels, not realizing that you're doing damage to yourself in the long run. So when they're coming to us, they're like, I don't understand. We don't understand what's wrong. So Joanna will evaluate them and say, this is scar tissue and this is Peyronie's, so we can treat you for that. And then they're happy as anything because now they're walking out knowing that we corrected the issue. We never tell them that you have a problem. We tell them that you will correct your issue in this and we will get you through the program correctly. Because if you tell somebody, well, you have this problem, it just like makes them shrink down into a little ball and go, okay, that's it for me. So we never say that to our patients.
I think you're onto something, because when, like, and you see this with traditional healthcare, is they have to put a disease state on everything, like, oh, your
Oh,
sex is not optimal, you have sexual dysfunction, or
Right.
this is broken. And really what it sounds like you guys do is you bring out optimal performance no matter where they are in life.
absolutely,
Right.
yeah. And like Fran was saying, the younger patients, a lot of them they're getting ahead of it. They're educated. Let's face it, young people, they have access to the internet. They're doing research. They're finding out as soon as they know something's out of balance with their body, they're doing the research. They're coming across us on Google, and they're getting information, and they're coming in to get ahead of this problem. Unfortunately, some of our patients on the opposite end of that they've had this problem for many years. And of course, they typically go right to the medication. They see a doctor, or they go online and they do this 15-minute prep with the doctor, and they get meds. And that usually ends up in a vicious cycle, because if you have other underlying medical conditions that aren't being considered, the meds may or may not be good for you, and it could cause more problems and put your body even further out of balance. And the other problem with medication is your body builds a tolerance to it. Medication is basically poison. It's a controlled poisoning of your body. So your body interprets these meds as poison, and it fights them. So your body builds resistance to it, and then you need more and more and more and more medication. So we're of the mindset that we want to get to the root cause of the problem. What is it in your lifestyle or in society or what you're doing that has put you out of balance? Correct those things, get you back in balance to create a sustainable program that will last you for the rest of your life. And that encompasses diet, exercise, mental health, and the physical health.
Not to mention sleep. I think it was
Sleep is a big thing.
Absolutely. Sleep deprivation causes stress. Stress causes oxidative stress. Your organs go into oxidative stress, and your body suffers. I mean, a lot of the men who come in, when men come in, they usually meet with me for a consultation. When the women come in, they'll meet with Fran or Joanna and Dr. Drew. And we go over all their underlying medical conditions. And more often than not, we get the sense of this performance anxiety, this feeling that they're somehow inadequate. It's like, society and the media makes you feel like, hey, there's something wrong with me. And we try to tell them, your issue is not unique. This is going to happen to every human being. The environment we live in, the foods that we eat, the chemicals we subject ourselves to, they cause our bodies to start breaking down, along with just time, evolution. So, we try to show them that this can be reversed. There's a lot of lifestyle changes you can make. And a lot of times it's eye-opening for them. They're like, wow, I never realized half the things I was doing were causing these problems. And we're able to reverse it.
And we get military people too, as well, for the PTSD, which the red light and the PMF mat helps them as well. So we love helping the military. Yeah,
but you are right that the sleep, that when you're not sleeping well, and your mind is in the wrong space, it's very hard to take care of yourself when you're not getting the proper rest.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you guys were also doing peptides.
Yes.
Are you familiar? Like, are you guys doing the Semiglutide or the one with the diet?
Yes. Actually, I do that one. I love it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My wife and I tried that. You can't eat. It's like you eat 3 bites and you're full.
It really is. It's amazing. So it does work really well when you're doing that. And I'm like, wow, before my end of the day, I'm like, did I eat? I'm like, I don't even realize if I ate, but it does help you stay controlled. But I also know that every 3 hours, like take, even if it's a nibble or something, I'm eating.
Yeah. We kind of take that a little, a step further than most clinics do. One of the things we do, we have a phlebotomist here, so we draw bloods and we do a full blood panel. So we look at every single aspect of the patient's health, and then the doctors and the nurses, along with the consultants here, we try to formulate a program that's going to work best for that individual. So there are so many different peptides and so many different ways you can benefit from it, but everyone's different. Everyone has different needs. So we try to assess the individual's needs and what their goals are. If the goal is weight loss, or just getting more energy, performing better, or if it's sexual function. A lot of times we have couples that come in together. And it's funny, like we said before, everything's interconnected. So A lot of the men will come in and they'll say, well,
Episode is brought to you by Gainswave. If you're a guy who is not achieving optimal performance in the bedroom, and you've tried the pills and you've tried the shots, and you're looking for an all-natural way to boost blood flow in the penis, Gainswave is evidence-based and proven. Go to gainswave.com and find a provider near you.
I'm having this issue. I say, okay, I understand. I'm a male, 57 years old. I know exactly what you're going through.
It's very relatable.
Yeah, and then they start to say, well, and my wife is losing interest, and she thinks maybe it's her that she's looking. I say, okay, look, let's start with the foundation. The foundation is there's nothing wrong with either of you. Men have a prostate gland, women have a Skene's gland. They function pretty much in the same way. So we do bloods to analyze those and see where those are at. Make sure that you're healthy. As long as both parties are healthy, then we go on with the Gainswave and the Femiwave treatment. Now, these treatments are fantastic for blood flow. Blood flow is essential for every single organ in your body. And what people don't realize is that you might go to a cardiologist and they're going to check your arteries and your veins, and they're going to say you're okay, you're good. Maybe you had a stress test. What they're not seeing, and even color Dopplers and sonograms don't show you the capillary function, those very tiny blood vessels, like, for example, in males, in the cavernosum, those are very tiny blood vessels. And you can't really, there's no test to see just how good the blood flow is. It's really how you feel. So if we're able to get that blood flow back, the men start to regain their confidence again. They're able to have a good, normal, healthy sex life. And the same with women. They lose their desire, their libido changes. And this can happen postpartum or postmenopausal. So the Femiwave program does pretty much the same thing for the women that it does for the men in opening up those blood vessels in the labia majora, the labia minora, and it increases natural lubrication for women. One of the things women experience a lot is dryness. If they're experiencing dryness, intercourse can be painful. And nobody wants to do something that's painful. No one wants to inflict pain on themselves. So women tend to make excuses. I'm tired. I'm stressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't, not today. I have too much on my mind. I have too
They don't want to say it hurts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't want to say, I think there's something wrong with me, because they don't know if there is something wrong with them or not. But it's nothing that's wrong per se. It's just evolution, time, and lifestyle that leads them to this place. And that's what we try to explain and show them, that we have a natural way of getting the blood flow back, getting those muscles to tighten again, getting that Skene's gland to release fluid naturally so that it's not painful anymore, and getting it to regenerate.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes, or give me about 5 minutes. Make yourself at home. Sorry about that. I'm
That's
myself
okay.
in the office. Anyway, though, so you get couples that come in there. Do you find a lot of times it's the guy bringing the woman in? Do you find the women bringing the guy in, or they just come in? Like, what do you see?
We get a little bit of both. We'll have sometimes the women will call in for their husband and say, I want to set up a consultation for them. And the men will come in, and then they'll be like, oh, wait, what? You got something for my wife? And I'll be like, yeah, we do. We actually do. It's called Femiwave. And they're like taking things home and they're taking the little brochure home and going, slipping it in and saying, hey, because it also helps from us making those extra bathroom trips in the middle of the night and stuff. This is an amazing product. Femiwave is amazing what it does for the women. There are other products out there that are surgeries, and it's downtime. In 6 months you can't have intercourse or anything like that. And I'm like, why would you do that when you could come to us and we can take care of you, and 15 minutes you could go back home and enjoy yourself with your husband? I'd rather do that than have surgery and be laid up for 6 months.
Yeah,
it's amazing, because mainstream medicine, they don't want you to know these little hacks and secrets.
Right.
Oh no, absolutely not. And one of the things that we love about Gainswave is the doctors and the entire staff at Gainswave. They're constantly researching, and they're constantly trying to upgrade and enhance the protocols to make them better. And they have a provider network that the wonderful thing, like we discovered a typical male that comes to us for erectile performance, we start doing the gains weight protocol, and then we realize that the red light therapy is helping with overall body circulation, and it's enhancing the gains weight program. So when we go back to the doctors at gains weight, we say, hey, we're using this. They do a little bit of research, and they love getting the feedback from us, and then they're starting to recommend it to other gains weight providers to say, hey, this has been working. Maybe you guys can incorporate a little bit of this too. And so we love working together with them. They are all about natural healing, trying to get away from medications, away from surgery. That's what we loved about it. And everything we do here is interconnected. So when we get someone who might have some erectile performance concerns, we also ask them a lot of questions. How are you sleeping? How's your diet? How's your exercise? And once we have a registered dietitian here, so we get them on a diet, we get them on an exercise program.
We have a food prep company that brings you fresh food every week.
You guys have everything.
Yeah, it's an all-in-one. Why go anywhere else?
Yeah, it's your total health. Like you said before, if you're not sleeping well, nothing else in your body is going to work. So we use the red light therapy to relieve stress, get them sleeping better, get them in the right frame of mind. The gains wave, femi wave protocols are good for increasing that blood flow, getting their sexual function back. And then the compression therapy is excellent if you have any pain or neuropathy in your legs. We also have Aspen laser, which is fantastic for pain management. Drug-free, amazing. This is cutting-edge technology. We're the first people in New York to have it.
Yes.
So it's a 5-minute laser procedure that just gets rid of all that pain and stiffness in your muscles, relieves oxidative stress, and just makes their overall health so much better. So much better quality.
And our staff is amazing. We're a great team here. We all work together, and we're all helping everybody and all our clients and our patients. So we really have a great staff. I'm totally blessed with that. We have fun.
I can tell Glenn and Fran in your passion. If somebody's listening to this, they want to get in touch with you, it's revitalwave.com.
Yes. Right on revitalwave.com. You can actually go right in and book your free consultation right online. It's simple. Pick a day and time that's good for you. You can book an in-person consultation here or a phone consultation, Zoom call, whatever's easier for the patient. We want to make this as easy as possible because we know sometimes these things are a little difficult to talk about. So we want to make it as easy as possible for them to connect with us. And we also have a lot of good research, a lot of good information there. So that's really the best way to contact us is revitalwave.com or call. If you're local on Long Island, you can call us. It's 631-597-0000. And
4 zeros. That's easy to remember.
Yeah. 0 drugs, 0 downtime, 0 surgery.
And no tolerance, 0 tolerance, nothing, no pain.
Well, great. I'll have that in the show notes, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're excited.
It's my pleasure. And thanks for changing healthcare in New York.